Hello everyone and welcome to episode 62 of Legacy Gaming with Atari Man 71. Before I begin, I'd like to remind everyone to play the games you have. It's great to grow your collection, but remember to play the games that you actually already have in your collection. I'm doing these streams because I have a really extensive collection and I really haven't touched it in almost 15 years. Try not to collect games just simply for the sake of collecting them. They're made to be played, so I think you should. And I think it's actually better for them if you do play them because it keeps them clean. So I just want to add that if you enjoy retro gaming, or as I'm calling this, legacy gaming, and videos like this, please like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. I'm very active on all three platforms under the name Atari Man 71. On this episode, I'm going to feature three games which were published by Apollo. I'm going to be playing Racquetball, Lost Luggage, and Shark Attack. So the first game on my list is Racquetball. You see the cartridge here. I will plug it into my 2600 Junior. I will turn on my video capture card. Where's that at? And then I will turn on my Atari. So I'm still having rendering problems. I was not able to fix that. But anyway. So I will call up the information of these games. And I will explain it. So Racquetball is cartridge AP 2003. It was released in 1981. And it uses a joystick controller. And as usual, I am equipped with my Wiko command controller, my favorite controller. And so Racquetball is another game that I've had for a while, but I really haven't played. I actually find it difficult to play on the Atari because it's hard to understand where the ball actually is. Unfortunately, during practice, I had the difficulty on A lot of the time, which makes it difficult to control the ball, and because I was practicing on an emulator. So when I learned that if you put it on B, it's easier to control the ball, I've actually done a little better. I'm actually able to score points finally. I have not beaten the computer yet, but hopefully, there's open, right? So basically, to serve the ball, you press a button on the joystick and you hit the ball by moving your player to where the shadow of the ball is about level with your feet. And see, that's the hard thing to control. Now, in the lower difficulty, I think it's much more forgiving, so it's a little more fun. When you serve, the ball must hit the front wall before it hits the floor. Your opponent can then hit the ball before it lands on the floor, or can let it bounce once, but only once. It cannot bounce twice. And that's the floor. It can bounce off of the walls as many times as you want, but it hits the floor once. If it hits the floor a second time, then you get a point. It's scored similarly to old school volleyball, where you have to have the serve to score a point, and the first one to 21 points wins. So, like I said, the difficulty switches control the accuracy. In A, it's more difficult to control. In B, it's easier to control. So VGR ratings for this game, the graphics are rated 4 for good, and the playability is 3 for worth playing. So honestly, I don't think there's anything more 80s than Racquetball. Well, maybe Jazzercise. That's probably the most 80s thing. So I'm going to actually do a pop-out screen for this one so that I can view it. Windowed projector preview, and then I'll full screen it. Okay, so I'm going to reset the game. Great theme music. touch rackets. Okay, so I'm serving first. So you have to serve within these lines here. Or behind the line, sorry. There's probably an offsides thing. So in practice, I discovered how to basically score some points. So I'm going to score as many points as I can while I can, and we'll see how it goes. So there I got a point. So I'm yellow, and he's green. So I got to go in between them, hit the thing, and then try to get it off the end of my racket as much as possible. Because then it bounces all over the dang place. Yeah, I figured this out pretty late in the game, and I almost came back. So that was the last practice game I did. The further off the end of your racket it is, the better it is, because it just flies all over the place. And he needs to run everywhere to basically catch up with the ball. Oh, crap. Whew, got it back. That's actually pretty lucky. And see, the funny thing is he doesn't move around when I have the serve. And he's going to return this. Yeah, I got it back. I'm actually getting the hang of this game, I think. Not well enough to put it in the... Ah, crap. Now he does this shit to me all the time. Hits it straight. Jesus. See, I don't know why. There we go. That's how I do him in, is that straightaway stuff, the computer just has that on lock. Oh. Ooh, I got lucky there. Apparently I hit it. Ah, he returned it. Jerk! And then he's gonna win now. Run, sucker! That's weird. Okay, so now I've even got it figured out a little more how to... That computer might be in for a thrashing now. Ah, screwed that up. Had to talk crap. Sorry, I need to take this. Hi, sorry about that. I had a phone call that I had to take, but I'm back, so I'll continue playing. I'm gonna play another game of racquetball here. See if I can beat this guy. No. Thank you. I was lucky. Dang it. Jesus. How did he hit that? I missed that. Thank you. When I play him, he just scores point after point after point. Thank you. I mean, he kills me. I mean, I score some points and then... Don't like where he's standing there. You know, the thing I used to think when I was a kid, and I know there are games out there like it, but it's like, what if there's another person on the other connection somewhere that is suffering because I've hit 7 or 8 straight points, and they're like, come on. Ooh, you returned it. Dang it. I hate this game. So that's racquetball. At least I'm scoring points. When I first started playing it, I didn't score any points, but it's interesting. It's clever. I can see after playing this why people played real racquetball in real life. So the next game I have on my list is Lost Luggage. So I'll put this in. It's an interesting sound for an airplane. So I'm going to mute that because that's going to continue. So I'll call up my information on Lost Luggage. So Lost Luggage is cartridge AP 2004. It was released in 1982, and it also uses the joystick controller. And I recall playing this game when I originally got it like 20 years ago, but it's just a brief play of it. I didn't really play it for that long. And the game is actually kind of fun, you know, when you get into it. You're basically a baggage handler, and there's all this luggage coming down this chute on the runway, and you need to catch it before it hits the bottom. And so, you know, you move back and forth and catch the bag, and they're basically shot out in a random order. And if you miss a bag and it hits the bottom of the screen or the side of the screen, all the luggage blows open and everybody's clothes like blow everywhere, and it's kind of silly. But the game is similar to Kaboom in principle, but the gameplay is actually quite a bit different. You'll see that in a little bit. You start with 3 suitcases, which are basically your lives. And whenever a suitcase hits the floor, you lose a suitcase. And when all your suitcases are lost, the game ends. And there are 2 difficulty levels. Depending on the level you select, you can control either 1 or 2 baggage handlers. There's also a 2-player competitive mode where one person controls the baggage handlers, the other person controls the direction of the suitcase. Another version of the game features terrorist suitcases, and Basically, what that happens is black suitcases shoot down the line, and if one of them hits the side or the ends, the game ends, no matter how many extra suitcases you have. And so we'll play that, and we'll see if we can get what happens when we do that. Because I've not played that yet. I've only played game one. So the terrace suitcases is kind of a dark concept, but it actually shows how long that this has really been an issue. And so VGR ratings for this game: the graphics are rated 3 for decent, and the playability is 4 for fun. So I'm actually going to play a couple of variations here. I'm going to play game 1, which is just the standard game. I'm going to play it in B difficulty with 2 baggage handlers. And then I'm also going to play game 4, which includes the terrace suitcases. So I'll just reset here to play game 1. Oh, it's muted. I'll unmute it. I'm going to actually reset it again, because I'm going to play this on a pop-up screen. There we go. And one of the things I found out in practice is the suitcase can actually fit between the two of you. And so you got to move back and forth quite a bit to make sure you catch them all. And you see how the concept is similar to Kaboom. Not quite, but no. No, that one got by me. Last life. That was it. I thought I had one more, but I guess not. That was rough. You got to be closer to the chute or whatever, the runway. Some of these are like outliers. Ah! Playing terrible. I was getting 500 in practice. I'll try another round. Woo! I was lucky. almost had it. Alright, so I'll try a game. I think it's... Oh, I had one more? Oh, 500 points. Don't got any more though, right? Yeah, that's it. So game 4 is the one with the black suitcases with the terrorist suitcases. So just push the button. I like games where you can do that, but sometimes it's annoying if you're at the end and you're doing something, then it resets on. Okay, so now if there's a next black suitcase, I'll try to avoid it. Oh. I understand most of the rules, but that one looks like a mailbox almost. Ah. Ooh, hey. Game's over. Let's see if we can get one to fall before it's my last suitcase, though, because that was my last suitcase as well. Oh, there you go. Ah! It opened with a bra. It should have opened with a bomb. It should have just shown a bomb. No, that's great. Okay. So it's game over. So yeah, so if you... The people are still alive. But if you miss that black suitcase, that's pretty much game for you. That's pretty much Lost Luggage. I mean, it's not a complicated game, but it's kind of fun. You know, it's similar to a phone game nowadays. Well, this cartridge is stuck. I don't know why it's not releasing it. So the last game I have on my list is Shark Attack by Apollo. Why? It's all of these are by Apollo. So I'll plug that in and turn it on. And I will call up my information. So Shark Attack is game AP 2005. It's also known as Lockjaw. And it was released in 1982 and it uses a joystick controller. And so, as I mentioned, it was once called Lockjaw. This game actually, when it was originally released, was called Lockjaw. But unfortunately, there were some copyright claims that were filed against it because of the movie Jaws, and the shark is the antagonist in the game. And so they basically had to change the name to Shark Attack. And the funny thing is this is kind of a Pac-Man clone. It's nothing like the movie. You're basically recovering diamonds from a 16th century sunken ship, and you know, it has nothing to do with the movie Jaws. And so I just want to note too that I saw a copy of this game available on eBay recently, and the seller was asking 15,000. Now I don't think that they sold it, but I do know that there are a few copies out there, and I actually saw a picture of one, like for an auction, and so yeah, so that's basically the thing. So basically, like I said, this is a Pac-Man clone. Um, you go around the map and you pick up these diamonds, and then you return them to the shark cage, which is where you start in the middle of the screen, and then basically that's how you score points. It's 1 point for each diamond you recover. And there's the shark that is obviously going to get you, but there's also the Loch Ness Monster who's in the game. That if you disturb the Loch Ness Monster's cave, it pursues you until you lead it back to a cave. And you can use the caves as warps. Excuse me. You can use the caves as warps in the game, but they're kind of unusual. I'll show you that. So VGR ratings for this game, the graphics were rated 3 for decent. The playability is only 2, which is dry, brief enjoyment. And I think you'll see why. It's, like I said, it's a Pac-Man clone, but it's a poor Pac-Man clone. So I'm going to play game 1 and then game 9 and possibly game 5 to just see the different varieties of games. So I've only played game 1 so far in practice, but we'll see how this goes. So here you see the maze. I will go and I'll reset the game. So in this, the maze is actually kind of difficult to navigate. You kind of get stuck on some of the walls. You gotta be careful about getting these ones along the side because if the shark comes out, you see he's speeding up a little bit. So I'm gonna return the diamonds that I have so far to gain some points. And see, that's what's interesting about this game too, is you can be in really close proximity to the shark and it doesn't kill you. It doesn't travel. So now all the diamonds reset. And I lost life. And I will say that the diamonds didn't reset. They put new diamonds. So they aren't always in the same spots. Some show up. That's game, so I'm going to reset it and start all over. At least I cleared one screen. I'll show you a warp. I don't know where it put me. Right now I'm in the bottom. That should have upset Nessie though. lines on the screen anywhere, I don't think. Jeez. Yeah, there's Nessie. That little red thing was Nessie. And I wonder if they added that because of the copyright claims. So what else did I say? I was going to play game 9. I think game 9 is the equivalent to this, but a different variation. It said that one was Gobble and this one is Pick 'em Up or something like that. If I can get it to go one more game. Okay. Oh. Yeah, this game, I'm not going to play this one for very long. You have to pick up one diamond at a time and return it. I guess it'd make you get good at navigating the maze. I get one. No, okay. The only way your character looks good is in the side view. Because there, what is that? I guess you're inverted, but... That comes out of the other side. Getting stuck, that looked ridiculous. That looks like Jimmy from South Park. $10 points. I'm not going to play that one again. That one's terrible. All right. What did I say? Game 5. So this one, I think I'm able to open and close. Oh, no. Bump the cartridge. So, yeah, so I can close the shark cage door and protect myself from the shark. But not outside the shark cage. Now, see, that's the weird thing. This is how close I was to that shark that first time. I mean, in Pac-Man, I'd have been dead. And so that's why I say it's similar, but it's not similar. And the fact that the shark just goes willy-nilly wherever he wants. I'm just going to keep this closed and see if I can get the shark to swim across me. Of course, he's not going to now, right? swings through the middle once in a while. Maybe if I had one of the diamonds. Okay, I can swing with it closed, so probably best to stay on the side here. Now he's not going to go at all. Ooh, hey, swam right through me. So that's just one of the variations on the game. There's some that the doors randomly open and close. This game. Oh, that's game. So that's Lockjaw. Or, I mean, Shark Attack. Sorry. That's Shark Attack for you. Really, like I said, there's not that much to it. It's kind of the same as the other Apollo games. They're kind of simple, but they are kind of fun. So that's my stream and recording for today. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I know I'm not the best gamer out there, but I'm trying to bring just some information and some gameplay from my extensive collection. I'd like to remind everyone that even though we may be through the worst part of the pandemic, I want you to be healthy and I want you to stay safe. I still think it's a good idea to wash your hands and social distance. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch me play these games today. I stream on Twitch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday under the name Atari Man 71. The videos from the stream will be released on YouTube on Monday through Friday of the following week, again under the name Atari Man 71. I'm also on Twitter under the name Atari Man 71, where I post pictures and videos of things that I'm working on or things that I'm thinking about. So I will be streaming again tomorrow with 3 more games. Thank you for watching and have a great day.